enriching Fat Joe through our fraudulent exploitation of others' labor, creative content, and sexual submission. Silencing dissent through threats, violence, intimidation, and murder. Boy, I don't know what murders. We probably didn't get to that yet. But it sounds like this nigga know where the bodies is headed. And murder? Oh, God, y'all. We getting ready to come up on something. Evading taxation and laundering illicit proceeds through the retail operations and cash businesses. Maintaining dominance in competitive markets through fraudulent access and resale of exclusive goods. The enterprise operated using code phrases such as give them ketchup, pound them out, and cooling. Now, you know what's so crazy? This nigga Fat Joe just said on the Joe and Jada joint about, yo, the nigga Tory Lanez caught ketchup. And the nigga Jada sitting there like, ketchup? What's ketchup? And he explains what ketchup is, right? Now, this will come back and haunt him because if this turns criminal, Joe is on goddamn his own show explaining to Jadakiss what ketchup is. And he brought it up. Jada didn't bring it up, and Jada didn't know what it means. So for him to be able to give Jada the definition of what ketchup means is showing that what TA is saying is true. Illegitimate means. Examples: beating, stabbing, threats, sexual coercion. Legitimate business fronts including the Up NYC sneaker boutique are vehicles for laundering illicit profits, rewarding loyalty, and committing commercial fraud. The enterprise operated through formal entities including Defendants Retail Business Up NYC, Enforcement Arms, examples: Terror Squad Crew, contracted enforcers, logistics facilitators, including associates who handle violence, transportation, and laundering. The enterprise structure was, let me look up this word because y'all niggas in the comments, Joke, you pronounced that word wrong. Hierarchical. I think I was saying I forgot what I said. Hierarchical, which means arranged in order of rank. Okay. Hierarchical. The enterprise structure was hierarchical, with the defendant at the top issuing, hierarchical. With the defendant at the top issuing direct orders and others carrying out retaliation, intimidation, trafficking, and fraud. Each member had a role in furthering the objectives of the enterprise. Each member of the enterprise played a specific role. Cartagena directed the operations and controlled revenue flows. Pistol Pete facilitated violence and trafficking logistics in the Bronx and Miami. Rich the Player distributed payments, communicated threats, and helped conceal fraudulent schemes. The lower tier members executed violence and intimidation upon the defendant's orders. Yo, bro, they even got a chart. Yo, these niggas is not playing. Like, they got a chart. Let me show y'all this chart. They got Fat Joe. Yo, this is a real. This looks like the feds wrote this up, bro. Like, this is a real RICO, bro. Look at like how they got this designed as a like nigga, you watching Law and Order or some detective show. Like they got this like what's that word again? This would be this is the hierarchical right here. Fat Joe at the top. Then you got Rock Nation, Financial Management, the BDO, accounting agent. Then it goes from Rock Nation down to Pistol Pete, Rich the Player, Erica, and to JB. And down from the BDO agent down to Up NYC and Slate Inc. to Sneaker Addict to Sabadell Bank accounts. All the way down to TA. This is, yo. They put some money into this. Like this lawyer is this ain't no BS, bro. This lawyer is not like, bro. Hey, Pistol Pete Torres, violent enforcement, retaliation, and enterprise discipline. Defendant Pistol Pete served as the primary enforcer for the Cartagena enterprises, entrusted with executing physical assaults, issuing violent threats, and coordinating retaliatory acts on behalf of Fat Joe. Pistol Pete was not a peripheral figure. I don't even know what that means. Peripheral figure. Is that what that is? Peripheral? I need to know what these words mean. Peripheral. Relating to or situated on the edge. So he was at the top. I get it. Peripheral figured, but a trusted lieutenant responsible for enforcing eternal loyalty, punishing dissent, and eliminating threats. Pistol Pete racketeering conducts include coordinating a planned ambush of TA with Rich Player, Predicate Act number 3, Predicate Act 3, executing the Clappy assault on producer Dre, Predicate Act 20. Oh, shit. Hey, so, yo, if Dre from Cooler Dre got beat up, he's selling y'all that Pistol Pete allegedly got it done. Only Dre will know that. Participating in the Cafe Ketchup stabbing, Predicate Act 5. Yo, you got to remember, this dude was around these dudes for 16 years. Some of y'all kids ain't even 16 years old. He's seen a lot. He know where the bodies is buried, bro. I wonder who he participated in the Cafe Ketchup stabbing of. Predicate Act number 5. Oh, these are the acts coming up. So they're going to talk about what exactly what it's going to be listed in here exactly. Predicate Act 3, 20, and 5. We're going to know exactly what he's talking about. Brandishing weapons and coordinating armed threats on Fat Joe's order, Predicate Act 17. I can't wait till we get to this. Pistol Pete role was essential to the enterprise use of intimidation as a government tool. His conduct constitutes racketeering acts under 18 USC, which is, I'm not going to say the numbers. I'm just going to say the violent crimes in aid of racketeering, witness tampering and intimidation, state assault, conspiracy, and weapon charges in New York and Florida. As Fat Joe's physical enforcer, Pistol Pete materially advanced the goals of the enterprise by suppressing victims, silencing whistleblowers, and protecting the enterprise through credible, often lethal violence. Richard Rich the Player, the payment, gatekeeping, and threat facilitation. Rich Player functioned as a financial controller and communication liaison for the enterprise. He facilitated off-the-books wage disbursements, obstructed payments to the enterprise victims, and act as a messenger for retaliation and violent enforcement. Rich the Player is directly implicated in attempting to lure the plaintiff into a trap through recorded witness intimidation, Predicate Act number 3, serving as a gatekeeper for performances, payments, withholding earnings, and executing strategic delays, Predicate Act 15, facilitating enterprise intimidation in coordination with Pistol Pete and others. Rich Player conduct qualifies as racketeering activity under obstruction and retaliation, wire fraud related to falsified earnings, extortion, and labor fraud. As a high-level operational participant, Rich Player enabled the enterprise's financial manipulation and enforcement infrastructure, functioning as a critical spoke in Fat Joe's wheel of coercion. Erica Juliana Morena, fraudulent incorporation and legal concealment. Erica acted as a shadow legal agent and architect of the enterprise's corporate shell network. Despite lacking authority to practice law in Florida, she filed business records for at least 5 shell companies designed to conceal racketeering income, launder proceeds, and apply for pandemic relief loans under false pretenses. Companies fraudulent incorporated and facilitated by Erica include Isaiah LLC in the name of the defendant's minor daughter, Slate Inc., Woo Inc., Believe That Inc., and Sneaker Addict Torrent LLC. Erica actions violate money laundering and financial structure, tax evasion through shell companies, filing deceptive corporate documents, laundering of monetary instruments. Erica's unlawful conduct contributed to the establishment of the enterprise's financial framework. She concealed the true nature of the criminal proceeds and insulated the defendant through fraudulent filings, nominee ownership, and false legal representation. Sneaker Addict Torrent LLC, PP loan fraud, and revenue laundering. Sneaker Addict Touring LLC was created as a front company to secure fraudulent PPP loans, conceal enterprise income, and channel off the books performances revenue. It bears no resemblance to a legitimate business and existed purely to launder money and shield defendant from tax and liability exposure. As an instrument of racketeering, it received at least $37,500 in pandemic relief funds, despite having no operational history. It shared personal address and management with other enterprise shell companies. It failed to generate or report lawful income consistent with its filings. These actions support racketeering liability under the following. I'm not going to say the numbers again. It's all too much, and y'all probably wouldn't know anyway. Wire fraud and laundering, state-level laundering and monetary instruments, the use of entity to further racketeering goals. Sneaker Addict Touring LLC must be viewed not as a neutral entity, but as a laundering conduit embedded in enterprise's broader pattern of concealment, fraud, and financial corruption. State Inc. Financial command node for the enterprise. Similar things. I'm not going to go through all that with them. It's the same similar things with that as the last company.